This is super swaggy. I like it. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Let's Try and See with Dina B. And if you are interested in how I got this Halloween Beetlejuice look for black girls, but wearable, I don't know how wearable it is, but stay tuned and keep on watching. First thing I'm gonna do, because we're still in Florida, is use my Becca primer.
There was a pause in the new boy Rose voice. People dismissive moving through critic teeth. They shuffled across the floor until I could barely see them. And crouched down the cabinet. Ed thinks he was murdered, said the first mover. Listening a hurry arm in the cabinet, I see Eyebrow. In my hiding place, I heard her breath and shifted. Trying to get a bit of speak to July feet. The conversation made the air feel so very cold.
So I don't use foundation that's lighter than me, so I didn't buy any. So I will be using my Fenty Beauty, which is in my complexion, and then I'll be using my Born This Way concealer to kind of lighten it up even more. And so that's what I'm going to go ahead and start with. Okay, so as we all know, a lot of these cosplay characters, you know, aren't really, you know, characters that look like us, you know what I'm saying? So what I am going to do is obviously a glam look, because, you know, that's my go-to for the most part. And then I'm going to do basically a glam black girl version, kind of more wearable look. So just kind of wanted to set the expectations. Like I said before, I am doing my foundation. I'm using this wet beauty blender to blend everything out. My foundation is in my color, which is 420 in Fenty. I also use Mocha. Is it Mocha in Born This Way? No, it's Mocha in Huda Beauty, and it is Spiced Rum and Born This Way. So you can get a kind of idea of my complexion color. So I'm doing a wearable Beetlejuice. Okay, so we got that together. Now I'm going to use, I have a couple different concealers. If I can find it in enough time, I'll try to incorporate some brighter colors, some brighter concealers in here. So that's what's next. So this was the only one. I just went on a trip, so I can't find half of my makeup. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and use this Born This Way to highlight my basic areas. This is basically going to be my regular routine, but with some character changes, obviously, for the character. There are going to be some significant changes to this, but like I said, this is going to be a more wearable look, to wear out and feel pretty. More so than anything, because, you know, what girl doesn't want to be pretty? What girl doesn't want to be sexy for Halloween? So that's what I'm doing. So you can see my primer is kind of ashing up on me a little bit, but that's okay. I'll fix that later. And now we blend. Blend to the gods. And then recently, I know I haven't been uploading like I should, but I recently discovered magnetic lashes. So y'all will see me putting lashes on camera. I know it's different, it's new, but I will be showing those. But these are lashes that I kind of made myself, because the magnetic lashes that are out right now aren't as bold and beautiful as I kind of was hoping. I love big, thick, full, super crazy lashes. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I just basically took the lashes that I loved and added them to the very thin, very natural looking magnetic lashes. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue to blend until this part is much paler. All right, so we have that blended to the level I want it to be blended to. And I'm going to set it with the flower powder. And the translucence powder is like light. I'm going with a paler color just because, you know, this works with what we're going for. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it. And then I'm gonna set my whole face. And if you blend it out, it will leave like a lightish colored cast, but that's okay because this is Beetlejuice. And we will be adjusting to an extent. So this is where we're at. Now, the thing that we're gonna focus more on is the eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the eyes. I think I'm gonna do my brows after the eyes. Maybe I should do my eyebrows first. I'm gonna do the eyes first. 2 seconds. All right, let's get in on these brows. A lot of the versions I've been seeing have been giving really defined brows, but I think Beetlejuice really cares about his brows, but see what I can do. Good enough. I'm gonna do that to the next side. Brows are done. Okay, so the makeup around Beetlejuice's eyes are very, very smoky, very, very dark, and kind of has some purple in it. So I am going to get my brushes here. I'm going to go with this one first, and we're going to grab some dark. Start with the company that won't be named, the Warrior palette. And we are going to go with lasagna first and kind of just create some kind of deep set circles. My goal is to basically shape out my eyebrow around my eye, if that makes any sense. Because Beetlejuice has like basically like rhombuses around his eyes, and that's what I'm kind of gonna try to go for. But try to be wearable. Try to be. So here we go. No, so if you're wearing contacts like I am, try to have those on first, because you don't want to go through the drama of me learning to put that on first. Yeah. Give myself something to listen to, because I'll be adding music to this
anyway.
anyway.
Removed to show a trouser leg and polished black leather shoes. Yeah. Macy stepped forward to pull off the rest of the shoe.
Nude music. Right, do this to the next side. You know, if it gets messy, that's okay. Beetlejuice was not neat, okay? Okay, so I got my sloppy raccoon eyes going. And next we'll be adding a little bit of purple to that. So, company that won't be named, the Masquerade palette. And they have this beautiful purpley color called Zobo. And I'm going to add that on top of what I got going on here. Except it's going to be closer to my eyes. So I'm going to try to use this more tapered brush and kind of get a little closer. So, yeah, just like that. And then I'm going to go above my eye, kind of on my lid. So, yeah. I'm trying to make this a tutorial, but I don't know how good I am at that anymore because I haven't been shooting in a long while, but we gonna go with it, okay? See you when it's next time. Okay, so I'm liking our progress. Next, I'm going to go with the Tammy X palette for Revolution. And I am going to go with the darkest color, which is the black right here in this corner, and I am going to go around this area with that. So as you can see, I'm kind of deepening up my crease area with that. Like I said, this does not have to be neat, guys, because this is Halloween makeup. We still gonna be sexy anyway, so it don't matter. Just basically creating like a messy cat eye. Yeah, just like that. And then we do on the other side, just like that. Also, I'm gonna move on to this green here. They have a shiny green and a flat green. We're going to go with this flat or matte green, and we are going to add some color to the outer edge here and to like my hairline area. And we're going to, you know what, while the brush is still dirty, let's define our cheeks a little bit with that black. We can go back in with the purple in a little bit, but since we have our brush here and we have the black here, let's just go ahead and start defining them cheeks. Yeah. Okay. Now that we kind of got our brush kind of clean from defining our cheeks a little bit, we're going to go, and like I said, we're going to grab that matte green. We're going to be bouncing between this neon green, this matte green, and this shiny green. So stay tuned. I'm gonna add a little bit of that to the outer edge. And it's not going to be super, super obvious, but it is going to start to show up a little bit. You see that? Yes. And then you also do that to the other side of your face. Okay, so now that it's spread out, you can really see the green, which I am loving. Feeling quite beautiful, aren't we? Then also drop a little bit of that green in your hairline. Now we are going to be putting on a wig later. And yes, I will be featuring that wig application in this video. But we're still using the matte. And we're going to put some green in this hairline here. And as we know, Beetlejuice usually has like a white face, but you know, we're not white. So that's why we, to be casket ready for black folks, we just ashy. Hence the ashiness. Okay, let me stop being funny. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit green to our contour area, into our hairline. And maybe we can go back and grab our purple again, because we want to be bruised up a little bit. Let's grab the original purple we were using in the palette we won't be naming, in the company palette that we won't be naming, and add just a little bit of purple on top of that green here. This is my look for today. I'm literally going to be walking around like this all day. I'm going to go to the store like this. I'm going to do something just like this. So let's add some of these messy purples. I wasn't intending them being that messy. It's okay, we can do that. Add a little bit of purple in that jawline and that contour, sis. Never let them not see your contour. Okay, so at this point, I'm not thinking that I'm completely done or anything like that, but there are some steps that we need to take to ensure that things are going to go well with the melding of this look. First thing we need to do is line our eyes. The eyes. I'm not going to do that on camera because I'm not trying to poke myself trying to be in focus. So I will be right back with some lined eyes. I'm going to line both the bottom and the top. I'll be back. Okay. So I line my eyes. I line both the top and the bottom, like I said. And I have this L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black mascara, and I'm going to do both my top and bottom lashes. Also off camera because I'm not trying to poke myself. Okay. So I will be right back with that too. All right. So now that I've got my mascara on, I don't know if you can really see it because I'm used to lashes, but I got my mascara on and I feel like we're looking pretty good, but we got to go right back to our Tammy X palette. I think we need some neon, mossy, kind of glossy kind of greens. So that's what we're going to go for now. So we're going to build it up though. We're going to start with that glossy, bright, kind of darker green first. And then we're going to plop that shiny other green on top of it. So like I said, we're in the Tammy X palette with the Revolution, and we're going to go for the shiny green here and kind of shine up our edges a little bit, just a little bit, just to kind of make the green kind of show up a little more. Ooh, let's use that as a highlight a little bit. Ooh, why not? Why not? There's no rules in makeup. Well, I mean, there are kind of rules in makeup, but there ain't no rules in Halloween makeup. It really ain't. Okay, so we got the shininess, Now we're going to go for this neon. This neon is actually very, very pigmented. You might have to build it a little because we black, but it still show up, okay? So, and I'm probably going to put this on my lace a little bit, which, child, we all know I'm going to use this neon wig later. And I'm going to have to get that neon color out that lace. But for right now, this is what we're doing. Yes. It's not showing up the best. I mean, I could have put some white down first, but I don't got no white. No white. All right. So, what do y'all think? Y'all think we need to smoke out our eye a little more? I think we do. So, grab that little fluffy brush again, and let's go into, oh yeah, I forgot about this other palette. This other palette might help us with some green problems. This is the company that won't be named Tribal palette. And remember, it has all these beautiful green colors. It has not only a dark green, it has a medium green, and it has a neon green. So I'm gonna go into that medium green, which is very pigmented, and kind of go over that, which is gonna brighten that up a lot. Yes, yes it is. This is about the green we going for too. In our hairline. That's that mossy color we was talking about. Add a little bit to that contour. You gotta keep it snatched. Gotta stay snatched, scared or not. You gotta be snatched, I'm saying. All about this palette. I don't know. It was been sitting here looking at me like, you see us? Yeah, I see you. I mean, you see, we both here. But yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. That worked out just nice. Okay, so back to that fluffy brush again. We're gonna go grab a little more black. This more tapered brush. Go for the more tapered, fluffy brush and grab a little more black and try to get a little more in them corners. Just to darken it up a little bit. Sorry to kind of go back on myself, but that's what we're doing. Yeah. I like that. That's better. Yes. I like that. Okay, so let me show you my magnetic lashes. Okay, so what I did was I grabbed some magnetic lashes off of Amazon, and then I went ahead and put like my favorite hood lashes on top of them. So that's what we have here. So these are the Amazon lashes, and these top four, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the lashes I made, which is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this chunky pair right here today. I'll think about, if I get enough comments of people actually made it this far in the video, that actually watched this video and found out that I made the lashes and they're interested in me showing how I made the lashes, then I will make a video for that. But we know everybody doesn't watch all the way to the middle of the video, so we shall see. We shall see. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this magnetic, it's the Kiss magnetic liner. I like this liner better than the liner that came with that. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's better. So I'm gonna do a beautiful cat eye with this liner. I'm doing it off camera because it is liquid and I'm not trying to catch an L. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'll be right back. I'm going to just do a matching cat eye on both eyes. But I'm going to do it kind of thick because, you know, I like bold looks. So that's what I'm going to do. Be right back. Okay, so these are the cat eyes I decided on. I'm going to let them fully dry and then I'm going to go over it one more again. Then I will be back and I will show you how I put my lashes on. Okay, so I'm back. My liner is, my magnetic liner, once again, is dry. And I've really been enjoying these lashes and I'm really hoping that they prove to be just as easy to put on, I've dropped one, as any other time instead. Because, you know, now I'm in front of a camera. So, as you see, what the technique is, you get it as close to your lash as you can. And the lashes snap. My lashes are curled, so I'm having a little wee bit of trouble. But the lashes snap to the magnets. The magnets snap to the eyeliner. See how quick that was? This literally, out of like 100 videos that I've posted to my channel, this is literally the fastest I've put a lash on. I'm gonna show you one more time. Boom. Like, now mind you, let me try to get them as close. You can shift them down to get it as close to your lid as you can. Now mind you, these are lashes that I made. That's why they're like dumb thick. But I am super impressed at how easy these are to apply. Yeah. So last thing that I will do before I put on my hair is my lips. Beetlejuice does not wear lipstick, so this is definitely going to be my interpretation as usual. This whole look is my interpretation. So I am going to put on this beautiful purple liner from NYX. I think this is NYX, yes. So purple liner from NYX. This is actually a liner that I would wear with any lipstick that's not like nude. I would line my lips with this. And then I smear it a little bit. And I have this Aqua brand. I bought this at the beauty supply store because it was black. I don't really wear black lipstick, so, well, it's like a dark, super dark purpley, almost black. It looked black. Yeah, it looked black. And this looks like the kind you gotta kind of layer to get it to the blackness that you need. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on, let it dry a little bit, and then keep adding to get the darkness I want. Sexy. I actually feel pretty. Even though this is clearly a non-traditional makeup look, I feel gorgeous. I am going to be right back. I'm going to lay my edges down and try to track down a wave cap or something to pull my hair back so that I can put on this wig. And then we'll move on to my outfit that I made. I'm not posting any kind of tutorial for that, but I hope you guys enjoy it because I made it. Because y'all know I be sewing and stuff. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I am back. And this is my lovely wig. I got it off Amazon. If you guys are interested, tell me to link it in the video because I will. That will be my way of knowing if y'all watching or not. Okay, so gonna go ahead and cut the lace off, and I will be right back because doing that on camera is a bitch and a half. So I'll be right back. Okay, got my wig cut. I really think the quality to this is really good. But let's see. Get this all the way on. So now I'll have to be styling it. That hairline is nice. I'm going to use my Got to Be Glued to lay my hairline down. Then I'm going to tie it and I'll come back. But this is the start of a beautiful friendship. Okay, so this is what I look like right now. I'm letting the wig set. I don't know how good this is gonna come out. So yeah, I'll be back when it's put together. All right, so I got my wig on. I added a little bit of contour on my nose with the green and then kind of like went back over it a little bit here. And then I put on my gold earrings. And I think this kind of adds to it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put on my costume and I'll be right back with the final look. What y'all think? Y'all like this? I feel like this version of Beetlejuice is if I died and had to take over Beetlejuice's spot. And this is what I would look like as Beetlejuice. Dina Juice. You feel me? All right, so let me go ahead and get dressed and I'll be right back with the final look. All right, guys, so this is the final look. Now that I've got my wig and my costume and my stripes, all you have to do is find something with stripes. They should be vertical, but a lot of people have been going with horizontal, so if that's what you got, that's perfectly fine. I decided to throw on a hat, and then I'm going to go ahead and add pictures to this video of the entire look together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because, as you know, for Halloween, I like to do 2 or 3 looks, and this is my first one. So yeah, have a good day. Happy Halloween.